As a veteran and a citizen of my country, I'm pretty proud to now know first hand from our Air Chief of the Air Chief Marshal AP Singh that Indian Armed Forces have achieved significant success during Operation Sindoor. For a long time, there were a lot of political questions, and also from a particular strategic community from our country were questioning the end state or what we have achieved during Operation Sindoor. I think coming out in the open after 3 months by the Air Chief Marshal himself is a major significant step. Why I think also a lot of doubt must be being created at why they have taken 3 months to give such an answer and coming out in the open. But as a civilization tradition and as a responsible leadership of Indian Armed Forces, it was very important for the Air Chief to have validated all the information which was available using technology, technical intelligence, satellite intelligence, and variety of other intelligence sources to confirm that the success which were achieved on the ground by Indian Armed Forces were assured to be declared in the public domain.
So the Air Chief has briefed in detail, say it's like 80 to 90 hours in work, it's a high-tech war, Pakistan war on their toes, demanding talk with DGMO regarding the ceasefire. How would you look at the overall statement? Plus, the Air Chief also mentioned that we have shot down 5 fighter jets of Pakistani Air Force along with one big aircraft. How would you see this?
Yeah, look, I'll first answer the second question. 5 fighter jets and 1 AWACS has been totally confirmed by the Air Chief. Besides, large number of other assets which have been shot down or destroyed by our Indian Armed Forces in about 88 hours of small, I'll say, an operation with Pakistan. There are a couple of things more to add to it, is that it reflects a great advancement, or it validates our Atmanirbhar Bharat, this thing in which the air defense system of Pakistan, which was primarily based on the Chinese system, was actually breached, allowing Indian Air Force to carry out operations without any hindrance. It's a major achievement, because nowhere in the world today, any Air Force or any Indian Armed Forces, any armed forces have been able to achieve domination of airspace, which our forces have shown in this operation.
AP Singh also talks about the AEW and C aircraft which was taken on at a distance of about 300 kilometers, which is, you see, a significant achievement for us?
Yeah, 300 kilometers is in the recorded history, I think is one of the worst and the rare kind. And coming from the Air Chief himself, I think we must feel very, very proud of it. While celebrations for Operation Sindoor success was ongoing, but today's declaration of success in terms of quantity and number coming from the Air Chief himself is a matter of celebration. But I hope the declaration by the Air Chief himself will at least quieten the dissenting voice or the political opposition which was asking many questions from the armed forces and the political establishments.
He also added that this is the actually largest surface-to-air kill that we can talk about. Shahbaz Jaffarabad airfield, one of the major airfields. We have destroyed the F-16 fighter jets of Pakistan, which are on hangar and they are on the base, and Indian Air Force
correct. So it is one of the finest operations which has been led in the recent history by any armed forces which is recorded. But more importantly, please understand that within 20-25 minutes, 11 airfields were hit. It has not happened ever.
Sir, it's a big shock for Pakistan also. India have F-16 fighter, one of the most advanced fighter jets.
Yeah, you see, for Pakistan, I think they knew very well that what effect had taken place, but it was not announced publicly. So this declaration has got a psychological impact on the Pakistani military, but more importantly for the public, who now knows that the Pakistan military is not very capable of fighting any kind of a conflict with our armed forces.
Last question, sir. The Air Chief also talked about the air defense system, which done a miraculous job in this operation. Also, he talks about the defense production, which is at all-time peak of 1.5 lakh crore in this financial year. Last year, it was 1.27 crore in 2019, it was increased about 18%.
Yeah, so in last last about decade plus, there's been a gradual increase upon the Indian defense production. I think the changes of policy of the present government has ensured that our defense production has taken a great jump and a leap, which will continue to grow. I'm quite sure about it, because today's world requires Atmanirbhar Bharat. It also requires Make in India, Make for India concept, and also slowly as our markets abroad are expanding. So this investment will go out towards this money which will come to us will get further flowed into our security establishment. It is a great step which is being taken by RDC. But like you're talking about S-400, the success which we have achieved by S-400 to defend our skies is worth complimenting.
आप देख रहे हैं न्यूज़ UNI।